for not saying that the last time. So it's ElleKosGlam at home.
Hey everybody, so good to see you, so good to see you. Let's pop this out here. Sorry about the little technical difficulty. We are with you.
If you are new to our channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification button. That way you know we upload. We upload every week, and we go live from home. We go live from wherever we are in the world. And make sure you follow us on our social media handles. We keep you on the daily. Mr. Traveler 74 on Instagram, and I am ElleKosGlam on Instagram. And you can also follow us on Facebook at Mr. Traveler Cruise Lovers. We would love to have you. We are ready to go cruising. You asked us questions, so here we are ready to answer those for you.
All right, so yeah, we're trying out our new little chat feature there.
How do you like the new look of it? How do you like the new look of this? All this. Let us know how you like it. If you don't like it, we can go back to the old way. If you like it, we can go ahead and keep it. If you like it. So we're trying to go live on Sundays, and we appreciate each and every one of you. I am also on ElleKosGlam Beauty, but today I did a makeup therapy video, so you can head on over to my channel and check it out if you like, for my girls who love the therapy to keep our minds very clear in this hard, challenging time in our life.
All right, everybody, so let's get to it. We got some really great questions that came through. And so I was going to get started. I'm going to save this one.
Okay.
And let's jump onto this one first.
Mr. Traveler has been so excited about this video all week. Oh my goodness. He's been anxious, nervous. So I haven't seen the questions at all, but he knows exactly what's to be answered. But we're going to answer it the best way we can. We're going to make sure we keep our privacy a little bit private for those private questions, but we'll try to answer as much as we can, so hopefully you will enjoy this video.
All right, let's go. Stephanie Butler. Hello.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hello, Stephanie.
Hopefully she on today.
Stephanie would like to know what would be some of your most used money-saving tips for traveling. That's part A.
Okay.
Do you have any other jobs besides the travel agency?
Whoa.
Is there anywhere you wouldn't travel to again, and if so, why? Okay.
Somebody said it blocks my face. They can't see my face. I'm going to scoot over a little bit. How's that?
Okay, yes. Get a little closer.
All right. How's
that? This is a work in progress here, guys. We're trying to figure it out. Anyway, so what's our most used money-saving tips for traveling? Well, number one, using the travel agent, using the travel agency, because and the reason for that, besides being the shameless plug, of course, the reason for that is because with the travel agent, you're looking at more than just one cruise line. You're looking at just more than one destination, right?
That's right.
So if you call Carnival, Carnival's just going to tell you what Carnival's got, and you call Royal Caribbean, they're just going to tell you what they got. We're going to tell you your options and what's the best bang for your buck.
We don't have any favorites when it comes to saving money. Whatever cruise line is cheapest, that's where we're going. Yep. Not really on the cheap side, but whatever is the deal is, I'm not talking about as far as cheap, like things to tear up, but the frugal deals, we're going to tell you about it. It don't matter which cruise line it is. We're going to give you all the deals when you call us.
Then traveling certain times of the year are less expensive than others, like in October and November and things like that. Obviously cruising in the summer is going to be more expensive because the cruise lines are making money off the families there.
True.
So that's probably the two biggest, I think, that we use.
I think this
this
is going to be one of those videos that you're going to have to probably save in your favorites and come back to it, because we have so many questions. We're going to be flying through them. But if you miss something, go back. I just want to first of all get it out the way and say hi, everybody that's on the screen. Say hi to everybody. Everybody conversate on the screen. This is for you. Everybody who's commenting, we don't have time to say hi to everybody, but you guys talk amongst each other. We're just going to get these questions answered, and then we're going to take some more questions from you at the end.
It's so good to see everybody, though.
It's so nice to see everybody.
Do we have another job besides the travel agency?
Do we have other jobs besides the travel agency?
Mr. Traveler does, but the job that I have has really strict social media guidelines, so I can't say too much.
Let's just say he catch bad guys.
I can't say too much.
Me either. I talked about what I do on my other channel today. I actually opened up and told exactly what I do, what I've done for 10 years on my other channel, and I actually retired at age 35. I am in my 40s now. I opened my business, which is Mr. Traveler, that I own. Mr. Traveler is my business. I dedicated it to Mr. Traveler, my husband. We are co-owners, but I own more than he do. His share. I am the owner of Mr. Traveler. There you go. But
okay.
My previous job that I did for 10 years, I worked inside bodies. And no, I am not a nurse. I worked in a very, very, very stressful job. And I, how could I say it with protecting? I have to protect patients. Patients,
well,
what do I want to say?
You worked in the healthcare industry.
Yeah, I worked in healthcare. But I got to be careful what I say, too, because it's confidential. HIPAA laws.
Okay, so.
Okay,
great.
Is that good enough for everybody?
Any other
comment below and let us know, is that enough tea we spilled?
Any other place you wouldn't travel to again, and if so, why?
I'll let you go first.
Well, you're probably going to say the same one I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We've been a lot of places, and there's not a lot of places that we didn't like. And even this place I'm getting ready to say is not so much. It's got potential. Let's put it like that. Mm-hmm. But I'm not in a hurry to get back to
Foulmouth, Jamaica.
Foulmouth, Jamaica. Yeah.
Yes, we were robbed in Jamaica, so I don't think I'll be going back there in no time soon. But if we dock there, I probably won't go outside the port. But certain places I won't go because we had a hard time there twice.
But we didn't listen. We didn't get robbed when we went to Foulmouth. That was back in the day when we stayed. We stayed in Jamaica for 8 days, and some stuff happened. We talked about that in another video.
We did. We spilled the tea.
But Foulmouth, it just wasn't, how can I say it? Just wasn't a lot to do right immediately there. So
I think they're still building it up.
You really have to take an excursion, and traveling outside the port isn't necessarily the greatest thing,
Fable Lily gave us a super chat.
Oh, I see a super chat from Fable Lily. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fable. We appreciate you, sister.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for dropping in.
Anybody who does the super chat with the question on there will push pause and answer your question right away. So please know that. And
make sure you head over to Fable's channel. She also has her own channel that she do a lot of ASMR and a lot of therapy, makeup and therapy. What do you call it? Mukbang. That's what she does. Go over to her channel, check her out. That's actually my family member down there. Thank you so much, Fable. See you this weekend.
Okay. All right. So that's the place we're not in a hurry to get back to. And listen, I still had a good time there in the port and everything, but it's just they got some work to do there.
What happened was we were on the beach and somebody was selling me a necklace. Somebody asked, what happened?
Fable Lily asked.
Okay, they was selling me a necklace and they stole my money. So Mr. Traveler went and found them.
We got a refund.
Yeah. We got a refund plus some.
All right, moving on.
Next one.
Maria Page. Welcome,
Hi,
Maria.
Hi. How you doing?
All right. Maria Page. Do you think that once a true vaccine is issued, that the cruise industry will lift the current COVID restrictions put in place?
Good question.
Yeah, you know what? Here's my thoughts on this. This is not going to last always. Just like we've had the plague and different diseases through the years that, were very worrisome at first. You remember when we had the Zika disease.
We had H1N1.
H1N1 and these things, they fade out. We start getting the group immunity. They have vaccines. Things happen and they fade out.
Absolutely.
My opinion, yeah. The short answer to your question is yes. That will eventually. When that will happen, I don't know. But I do believe that very soon we'll be going back cruising, and that we'll go back with COVID tests, with negative COVID tests. We'll go in there with, wearing masks in places you can't socialize.
Right.
It'll be very much like what's going on in the Mediterranean right now. So
exactly. If you don't know, we have cruised 4 times on the MSC so far. So Everything is going good so far, except the one family that got kicked off the ship. But we're not going to talk about that.
Okay. This is a really good one. I like this one. Mo and Leisha Simmons.
Hi, Mo. Hi, Leisha Simmons.
They asked, what advice do you give to a new travel agent struggling to get clients that actually go through with the bookings? They have me do all the research and then book other places. Oh, don't you hate that? We
deal with that all the time.
Yeah, so, you know, here's the best advice I can give to you guys is to really, really know and understand the product, know and understand the promotions that you have and the value that you offer. You have to sell yourself.
You do.
So you need to, those people need to understand that you are the expert, that you're going to take care of them. They don't have to worry about anything, and, you know, all that good stuff. And, you know, if they book other places in that, try to find out where they booked it at and compare, make sure you compare what they're looking at as to what you're offering. Can't tell you how many times somebody said, well, I've seen this same thing for X amount of dollars. I go check it out and it's something completely different. It's a totally different cabin. It doesn't have the same promotions, this, that, and the other. So it's really about being confident and understanding exactly what it is that you're selling with your clients.
Another thing that I want to add to that was it's not easy being a travel agent out here right now, but you want to make sure that you put on horse blinders and stay focused on your client. You cannot get sidetracked on the drama. You cannot get sidetracked on who's doing what. You have to focus on your own brand and your own business. That's how you make it out here. It's a lot of competition. It's 1 billion travel agents out here, but it's always somebody who has the same business as you. What sets you apart is you. You do you the best you can and don't even worry about the rest. Next question.
Okay, so, and this is going to be, two people kind of asked the same question, okay. So I'm going to read one and read the other one so we can get them out the way. So Claudine McClam.
Hi, Claudine. How you doing? I hope she's on today.
What are some of your experiences, good or bad, of being a biracial couple? And Mimi Robinson also asked, what kind of racism have you all experienced being an interracial couple?
We do not have
and how have you overcome it?
We don't have enough time on this video to finish that question. Okay?
Yeah.
We're going to try to get to as much as we can. I overtalked Mr. Traveler because I was so excited about the question, but her question, Claudia, right?
They're both basically the same. Claudine McClam and Mimi Robinson. They both asked the same thing
racism,
about experiences.
Different colors, different skin colors, dealing with that, and people who don't accept it, people who are not open-minded. Our In Healthy Life gave us a super chat.
Thank you for that super chat. One time. Wait a minute. Where's my hornet? Oh, wait.
Oh, did you find
Here we go.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to let Mr. Traveler say what he has to say about that question because it's loaded. And then I'll just go ahead and put my little 2 cents in.
All right. Yeah, this is a heavy. It's probably gonna be a whole separate video, so I don't want to take up too much time with it. But yes, you know, and I'll say this: not so much nowadays, unless I just don't see it anymore. Because when you get to a point, I'm at a point in my life where I don't allow people's opinions of me really to influence me in anything I do at all. I really could care less, and that's the God honest truth. But that has taken years and years of building up, you know, the confidence in who you are and who I am, the confidence in who Miss Traveler is. When we first started dating, now you guys know we've been dating a long time. We've been together for 28 years. So 28 years ago,
30 years.
This was not cool.
They just we just started interracially dating in 1953. That's when it started being allowed.
Yeah, so, you know, so back then, yeah, I mean, we used to catch it all the time. Especially I was only $1.25 back then, soaking wet.
Fresh out of high school.
You know, so yeah, we got it, and we got it from both sides. We got it from the black community, we got it from the white community. You know, people, even if it wasn't just an outright racial thing coming out of their mouth, we get treated differently, and it was very obvious. Am I wrong? I think just nowadays, I don't know if I just don't notice it, or maybe it's just more commonplace and is not as out there as it was before. But I just don't, unless I'm just like totally ignoring it.
I think we have more experience than the average couple does, because we've been through a lot together, almost 30 years, and we've been married for 20 years. So we have a lot of experience in that area. When we first started dating, yes, it was hard. We lived up north, and I would say we experienced a lot of racism in our lifetime, but we decided not to give it airtime. We decided to break that barrier, and love always wins. First of all, love is blind, so it always wins. So when you in love with the person and you know that's who you're supposed to be with, you know that's who God put on this earth for you, it doesn't faze me on what other people think. But there has been some openly comments, even on our channel, to our face when we go to restaurants and things like that. We deal with stuff like that all the time, but it's your reaction and how you respond to it. When you just blow it off, it's okay. But sometimes the comments and things like that on YouTube get under my skin. But when it's blatantly done in person, it's a little bit different. Sometimes I have to hold back Mr. Traveler because he doesn't think that way sometimes, and then he's more vocal than I am. But when I meet a person, I can tell off the rip, how they feel about us. It's very obvious.
Okay.
If you're in an interracial relationship, you understand.
So now I will tell you this, that
we got a super chat.
Oh, thank you, Daryl Townsend,
Thank you so much, Daryl Townsend,
for that super chat.
Thank you so much, Daryl.
Thank you, Daryl. Thank you.
We appreciate that. I like the little "You Are Amazing" sticker going on. That's so cute. Thank you.
We appreciate that, Daryl. You're the best.
Thank you.
Knowing one of the questions that's coming up, I'm going to save an example of stuff that happened to us on a cruise ship. That was kind of very blatant.
Oh, we got plenty of experiences.
Oh, yeah.
We could do a whole video just on things that happen, but we choose not to.
You know what? I mean, in general and as a whole, we have got to learn how to live together in peace and harmony. We're all God's children at the end of the day. We all bleed red if you cut us. I don't have any time for anybody with hate in their heart for anybody else. I don't care who you are. I
always tell people, I worked in surgery, so when you cut us, we the same color on the inside. Don't matter what race you are, don't matter where you from, we in one world. This is one earth, and we all got to live together, whether you like it or not. We still gonna be here, and we gonna win. Okay, because we're a team.
So Claudine had a couple other questions. Thank you for Claudine
and so
Mimi for that great question.
Thank you. Everybody that's commenting below, thank you so much. We don't have time to say hi to everybody, but you guys can speak to each other down below. That's what type of relationship we have on YouTube.
We'll be back to you in a minute here.
We almost at 30,000 subscribers, everybody.
So Claudine asked, do you think that this pandemic could bankrupt the cruise line? If so, what happened to cruise lovers that currently have credits outstanding? I really don't think we're going to get there. I certainly hope not. But Frank Del Rio, if you saw our video the other day, who's the chairman, the CEO of the Norwegian group, who we got a chance to meet last year, he was the one that says that the cruise lines are really on the brink of destruction, is what he said.
He just shot straight from the hip. Like he kept it real on the meeting. If anybody had a chance to see that meeting, you could just Google cruise port. That's where the meeting was held at, or I'm not sure exactly, but
yeah,
I don't know if it was Facebook. A private meeting, but he kept it so real. That's why I love Norwegian.
Yeah,
he just kept it real.
So one thing's for sure, business can't go on indefinitely without any kind of income, and so I mean, worst case scenario, literally you could lose your money. I mean, that's a very distinct possibility. I had a lot of shares of General Motors Corporation when it went bankrupt, and I lost all those shares. I mean, I got pennies on the dollar for what was there. So I mean, that could happen. I don't think that we'll get there. I think we are turning the corner, guys, and I really believe in my heart that we're close to getting back to sailing here.
Yes, I think so too.
Claudine also asked, prior to COVID, how many cruises would you guys say you average a year?
Prior to COVID?
Prior to COVID, usually
about between 4 and 6 times a year we cruise.
So the average would be 5.
And we love long cruises.
5.
So Mr. Traveler don't like weekend cruises. We have to do 7 days and more.
I prefer long ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody who comment below, thank you so much. If you are new to our channel, welcome. It's Mr. and Miss Traveler. My name is ElleKosGlam. This is Mr. Traveler. Subscribe. Get us to 30,000. We're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers. We almost there. And if you can, follow me on ElleKosGlam on my beauty channel, where I teach and support and motivate and inspire.
Okay, Sammy Powell.
Hi, Sammy.
That's a good friend. He's been with us for a long time.
He sure have. He's an OG.
Sam would like to know, how long do you guys think the CLIA and the CDC will keep things shut down? Well, we just kind of touched on that a little bit. I really, really, truly think that we are turning the corner, guys. One thing that's kind of an indicator is Norwegian just had their kind of monthly roundup the other day, and they did not announce any new cancellations, which that's the time.
Strange.
That's the time of month where historically they have been deciding to further extend the cruises out.
Yes.
So right now for Norwegian, Royal, and Carnival, we're all at that November 1st date to return to sailing. And again, you guys know I am the eternal optimist here. I'm ever hopeful in things. I think that we will see it.
Comment below and let us know if you predict will we sell or not. The first selling goes out November?
November 1st.
November 1st?
Yeah.
Do you think we'll sell November 1st? Comment below and let us know.
So Daryl wants to know as long as you've taken. She's going on a 14-day Panama Canal next year.
Was it Alaska or Hawaii?
No, it would actually been that 10-day. Wasn't it the longest one we've been on?
10-day on the Triumph.
Yeah.
Yep.
It would have been the 12-day on the Vision, or on July for the Mediterranean, but it was a 10-day on the Vision.
Thank you for the super chat, Fable Lily.
Thank you for the second super chat, Fable Lily.
Thank you for the second one. She just got to it.
You got 1. You got 2.
See you later. Have a good day at work, and I'll call you. Love you.
I am really hopeful that we'll get back this year. I don't know if it'll be the November 1st, but I have a sneaking suspicion some of them will try to get back on the November 1st. They may alter the itineraries and make them shorter ones, or making cruise to nowheres. Don't know yet, but I think we're close to getting. Some answers. I really do.
Yes. Let me just look at a couple of questions. I think November cruises will happen as Cruise Talk. Hey, JT, my brother from another mother. Do you think the Symphony of the Seas will sail in Miami in January? That's from Eddie Hernandez. And Alicia Masuki, I want to say, have y'all booked your next cruise? Yes.
Oh, we stay booked.
Booked a couple cruises, about 5 of them, honey.
We stay booked. Now,
we stay booked.
Now we're just doing this.
We just crossing our fingers, and every time they cancel, we would just rebook.
When I hear this, I'm gonna cry.
We want to hear that for real.
I'm gonna be on this live just crying.
I am so jealous of the YouTubers that's already selling, because there's a lot of people that live in Germany that does YouTube we've been watching, and they already selling.
Rashonda Vaden, thank you for that super chat.
Love y'all. Been following y'all since 2015. She is an OG.
Oh, you OG.
I was prepping for my very first cruise. YouTube had led me to a whole new way. I don't comment, but I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. You should comment more.
Thank you so much.
Rashonda, you could give us some pointers. You've been cruising for a long time. Thank you.
Sheila Renee Van Denter Brown.
Thank you so much.
Sheila asks, how many cruise ports are going to be closed to cruise ships, even if they are allowed to start cruising again? I'm gonna go out there and say not many. I think
I
they're.
don't think so.
I think they're ready for us to get back there and spend the dollars. They got
Yes.
it. They are hurting.
They suffering pretty bad right now. They just want us to come back at this point.
You may have a couple that are really self-sufficient, like Grand Cayman or something, that might say, you know, we're cool right now.
Yes.
But I would say, in a whole, you know, the islands are ready for us to come back and start spending that money.
Yes.
Of course, I think they'll do just like they're doing in the Mediterranean with the guided shore excursions.
Everything is going to be centered around that particular cruise line. You cannot leave off the cruise line or you'll be looking like the family that got kicked off on MSC. They went on their own way and got kicked off. So
it'll be that excursion bubble that they put you in, and you know, so it'll be watched really close. You can do a beach day, but you have to do a beach day with the cruise.
Yes.
And go there. You can't go off on your own.
Nope.
So I think that the cruise ports will be ready for us.
Yes.
Okay, Christine Wilson.
Hi, Christine.
If you want to book an outside cabin but can't spend a lot of money, what is the best cabin carrier to go with? Okay. And how did you save for cruises before getting where you are now?
Just to let you know a little bit about us, we've been on 50 cruises. I think over 50 cruises. We've been on YouTube for a very long time, and we are the original couples to film our experience on a cruise. We are the first couple to do that. Okay, on YouTube. We used to be on MySpace. That's how old we are. But yeah, to find the deals, if you're trying to find a deal and you don't want to pay that sweet amount or that luxury balcony cabin, but you want to try to get around it and still have a nice cabin where you're not at the bottom of the basement with the crew, sleeping at the bottom, you probably want to shop around a little bit.
So if you want an outside cabin, and I'm guessing, I don't know if you mean an ocean view or a balcony, I'm not sure. But there are different options. So let's say an ocean view cabin. If your idea is to just be able to get some kind of sunlight into the room, obviously the lower in the ship you go, the less expensive it's going to be. There are actually on some ships some inside cabins with portholes.
Yes.
That will allow light in, but they're considered inside cabins, so you'll get a discount on that. On some of the other ships, like a lot of your Royal Caribbean ships that have the promenade in the middle, or your Oasis class, you can do ocean views that face on the inside, so at least you can get some kind of daylight through the windows there, and not being four walls around you.
Listen, that's a good cruise tip right there. Most travel agents won't tell you that. And then another tip is, we're going to spill the tea. Get obstructed view, because sometimes they're not obstructed at all.
There you go.
And you get the room for almost half off.
If you're talking balcony, absolutely, obstructed views is the way to go.
They're not obstructed at all. It's probably some lifeboats under the deck or under the balcony. It's not. We never really had. We've got a ton of obstructed views, but our views have never been obstructed where we couldn't see at all.
And even if they are, even if you're in a balcony where the lifeboat's right in front of you, at least you're getting fresh air in there. You have to manage your expectations when you're dealing with these type of cabins. So okay, listen, I'm on a budget on this one, and I'm getting this, but you know what? It's better than not going on a cruise, or or that obstructive view is better than being on this inside cabin, whatever the case. And there's so many people that are that want different things. There's some people that just they just want an inside cabin. Hey, they don't care. They're like, I just want to ride on the ship.
They just want to get a vacation.
I'm just going there to sleep from that room, and I'm good. Other people, to me, once you get a balcony, you don't really want nothing else. I love having it. But again, if we're on a budget or something, or if it's a huge, crazy difference between the inside cabin and the balcony, I have no problem getting inside.
In the Oasis class, oh my God, you could be paying an arm and leg for the Oasis class, but you probably want to look at an obstructed view, because it's not going to be obstructed.
And then her second part. How did you save your cruises before getting to where you are now? The same way we do right now. We say
we when we go on a date, we cut back a little bit. We don't order the most expensive thing on the menu, and then we just make us a little budget, a little goal that we want to get to, and we nip and pick at things. Like when we go to the market, I might cut back on something that I like, my little snacks or something or whatever, get something healthy. You want to kind of cut back on things that you normally would spend on. I can't have that name brand purse. I can't get my nails done every week. I can't get my hair done every week. I use that money to cruise, and it makes memories that last forever. Whereas my nails just pop off, and then I get another set.
Yeah, she said the main word, we budget. So
yes, we budget.
If it's, back then, was it working overtime and saying all my overtime money is going towards this? That's fine. We literally don't even really buy each other Christmas gifts anymore. It'll be something very small and whatever, but typically it's like
we give the gift of travel.
Let's put our money together and do a bomb cruise.
Yep, that's what
that's our Christmas present.
And we go all out when we
fine
travel.
With that.
We go all out. We don't do a lot of presents and wrap up things and putting things under the tree. Even though if you have kids, that's great. But we will give the gift of memories, and that's what lasts to us. Everybody's different. Let me just say that. Everybody's different.
Yep.
So if you just making it on to our channel, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you comment below and let us know if you're new so we can give you a warm welcome on board. Give us a thumbs up if you want to see more secret videos like this where we spill the tea. We like to do videos like this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ElleKosGlam. I'm working, so I'm not so glam right now, but I can be. And we appreciate you supporting Mr. Traveler, which is our franchise and our company. We love what we do, and we pass that savings on to you.
All right,
that's what we do.
Going on to April Washington, our good friend.
Hi, April.
She asked, what steps did you take before moving to Florida? How did you research the area you wanted to live in?
Sound like April trying to move on down to Florida so she could be friends with me. I hope so.
Well, you know what? It was something that we have wanted to do for a very, very long time. The opportunity came up where I was able to transfer. I spoke to Mrs. Travel. That was the main thing. Besides finances, the number one thing is making sure that you are good leaving your situation where you're at. In other words, family. For us, we left Michigan, came down here, no family. It's just us. So that was the number one. Beyond finances, that was the number one consideration.
Yes.
Number two was finances. We literally had a whiteboard, dry erase board in the room, remember?
We did.
We had the dry erase board in the room. We pulled up our credit stuff.
We got real personal with each other's business.
We pulled up our credit stuff. We put everything out on the whiteboard. Okay, we got this, we got this, we got this. We need to take care of this. We need to do this. We took care of all those things beforehand. We literally flew down to Florida. I don't know, 3, 4. We've been to Florida a bunch of times anyway.
We had vacation here, so we knew we loved it.
So, but we came down specifically a few times to drive around and check out different areas around Florida to kind of get a feel for the neighborhood when we came down. So that's kind of how we did that.
You want to make sure you get a hotel in the area that you want to stay in. I know me and Adventures of David and Aaron was talking about this. We talked about this with JT Cruise Talk before we moved down. And a lot of people know April that's on here because she group cruised with us. So they telling her, come on down, because most people that's commenting already live here. When you trying to do that big move, I know Adventures of David and Aaron, they live in California. When you trying to do that big giant move and you have to make that huge decision, why don't you make sure you go where you vacation? Make your life a vacation. Make that your goal, to just be on vacation all the time. When you find that destination that you want to move to, get a hotel and stay there for about a weekend or two, and it'll let you know about the neighborhood. That's what we did.
And when you get there, I always suggest like renting. Rent for a while.
Rent first.
And then see if you like that area, or if you want to move, that
you
way.
You might have crazy neighbors. You might not like it.
Yeah.
It might be, I don't know, some more family too close to you, so you want to move further. Who knows?
And I remember JT came from California.
He did.
The same time we did, and he got a hold of me years ago and just was asking me about it, and we started talking about it. And he moved from California about the same time that we moved from Michigan. So We kind of had somebody to go through it together because it's
pricey to live in California,
and it's I mean it's a big step and kind of scary, especially when you're doing it by yourself.
It's nerve-wracking, especially when I have a large family. Mr. Traveler have a small family, but it's not to say that his family is not as big concern as mine. We left our families to come down here. We don't have any family here, so we just kind of depend on our friends. But this is our dream. This is our goal. Put it on paper. Get real nosy with your bills. Get real nosy with your credit, and go about 10 years back and make sure that you can handle being here. Have you a plan A, B, and C when you move here, just in case A and B don't work.
And Gloria M get a good suggestion, and she lives down here in Florida with us as well.
Hi, Gloria.
And she said talk to people who live in the area you want to live. I think that's great advice.
Get very nosy about your neighborhood, because I did. I didn't have to go knock on doors. My neighbors are nosy anyway, so they came and knocked on our door.
When we were thinking about looking at the house, thinking about putting an offer in on it, the neighbor was so nosy. She was over there, and to me that was a good sign.
That's a good sign, because she'll tell what happened.
She's interested in her neighborhood, right?
She is.
Visit the neighborhood you want to move to at night.
Exactly.
Okay.
Make sure you go at night. Any other questions? They can comment down below, because most people comment and live here, or they live in like California, or in a vacation area. It's fun. I love it.
Okay.
A bird just flew over. A big bird just flew.
Charlotte Whitmarsh asked, do we have any idea when cruising will resume again in the U.S.? I'm saying November 1st. I'm putting it out there.
November 1st. We putting it out there.
Claim it. Kathy Braw, who I've seen commenting on here.
Hi, Kathy.
Yeah, Kathy.
Kathy said it's not cheap anymore. When I first moved here, I only paid $5.50. Now it's doubled.
Oh, yeah.
Pamela Sledge, she gave us a super chat.
Thank you for that super chat.
Thank you so much, Pamela.
Thank you, Pamela. You're the best.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. I like the little bird that's hopping. Thank you so much. These little pledges and donations help fund our movement and our mission. We have to buy equipment there's that bird again. We have to buy equipment to travel with, and it is not cheap, like I said before. So we use the best equipment. Thank you so much, Pamela. We appreciate that.
Yes, thank you, Pamela. So Kathy asks, do cruise ships allow service dogs, and if they do, where do they go to the bathroom? Great question. The answer is yes. They do allow service dogs, but they limit how many can be on the ship at any given time.
And they limit where they can go.
And and here's the part to me that's a little dicey.
What is it?
Anytime I've had this come up with the cruise line, it's always been like it has to be very strict ADA guidelines for service dogs. So in other words, a seeing eye dog, somebody for deaf and hearing,
who really depend on the dog for health reasons.
Yeah, right. I mean, legit, not just
throw a vest on them.
Not the emotional
from eBay.
Emotional support animals. Every time I've booked somebody, I've always been told that. However, when we just went on an MSC, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because it's MSC. I haven't really dealt with them on the animals. I've always dealt with the animals on Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and Carnival. I've never dealt with them on MSC.
Okay.
But we went on MSC cruise back in March before everything got shut down. There was a dude on there with a French bulldog.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a disability dog expert or anything, but I haven't seen too many.
Look handicap or anything.
Yeah, and I haven't seen too many French bulldogs that are seeing eye dogs and that kind of stuff.
He had a regular dog on there. Maybe it was because it was overseas that they allowed it, but I know the only place they allow them is Queen Mary.
Yeah, the Queen Mary 2 actually allows. I think I want to say it's like 5 regular animals. They don't even have to be service dogs. They can be your pets and to go on there.
Yeah.
But the ships have the little fake grass that they can go to the bathroom on.
Angelica asks, could someone put Mr. Traveler's contact information in the chat? If you go to the description box, Angelica, our information is there as well.
Indeed. Okay.
So, October, Lacey said, my mother has taken her service dog on Carnival. It's a ton of paperwork and screening. Oh, thank you so much for that tip. So you can bring your dog, but you have to show the necessary paperwork. I never seen a cat or anything else besides a dog.
Yeah.
But I know Queen Mary will let you bring them, but they only limit so many dogs, and they limit where they go. And I'm Mr. Traveler. No, Snowball is a free spirit. He don't like crates. He don't like what do they keep the dogs in? What do you call those things?
Kennels.
Kennels. He don't like that.
No.
He comes back and he has anxiety when he comes back, and I can tell if they have my dog in the kennel because he acts differently. Comment below and let me know if you know if your pet acts totally different if they're in the kennel or if they in some type of confinement. I like to board my dog where he's free. You know, we go to Rover, this little lady keep him, and you know he's very potty trained, so he goes out and he'll let you know when you gotta go. But I'm real particular about my Snowball. He cannot be confined. So
all right,
I don't know how that'll work if he was the cruise.
So this was the one I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
And Gary wants to know, what was your best experience and your worst experience on a Carnival cruise ship?
Did you say any ship?
No. She said
Carnival?
She said Carnival. So what was our best and our worst experience? I know the best. I already know the best.
Okay, go ahead.
The best was our first group cruise on the Carnival Sunshine.
Our first group cruise was our best cruise.
And there's a bunch of you. There's a bunch of you on here that were on her.
Auntie Gladys is here. She commented too. She was on there. Everybody's on there. So, Kathy Barora, hey. There's a lot of people on here that was on our first group cruise. I think that was Deanna is here. That was my favorite cruise.
That is the best time I ever had on a Carnival ship.
Most fun.
It was awesome.
It went too fast.
It did.
We had so much fun. It went fast. And do you know I cried when I left them because I felt like they was my family.
Oh, that last day was so hard.
Family.
Oh my gosh,
I miss everybody that's on there.
I miss y'all.
Man, we tearing up right now. Y'all got me tearing up because I miss you guys, and I can't wait to see you again. And we mean it from the bottom of our heart. We really loved our group. They were just awesome. We had the best group ever. Out of I don't know who else does YouTube groups, but we
rocked the boat that time.
We rocked the boat. You know, I just felt like I knew them for years, and I had just met them, but when you see them in person, you just feel like they already know you know them. So you know, and we down here in Florida, we don't have family here, so they are my family. You know.
Natasha Jim wants to know if she can still join the group cruise to Hawaii. Yes, she can. We're still going. And for all of you on here that are on that Hawaii group cruise, we will be doing. Stay tuned for in your emails. We'll be doing a private YouTube video with just the people on the Hawaii cruise. Sometime in the next couple weeks. So just be checking your email for that.
Yes.
Okay. So,
and if anybody want to move to Florida, there are some people that's commenting below that live here, and we'll be more than happy to do a separate video on it if you want to know all about it, or if you have some goals that you want to get to, and you know it don't have to be here. It could be anywhere.
Auntie Glad says she crying.
Oh my goodness.
Me too.
We miss cruising.
Worst experience on a Carnival ship. Go ahead.
Oh gosh, the worst experience. I would say our worst experience on a Carnival ship was when we sat at a table. Are you talking about that time? Okay.
The Valor, not the Valor.
It's two.
What was the ship that they turned into the Sunrise?
Triumph.
The Triumph. The
Triumph was bad, but I think when they set us at the table with the Prejudice people was worse. It's two.
The Prejudice.
Two of them.
But listen, the Prejudice people was like a 15-minute thing, and we moved our table. We were gone.
Okay, but the Triumph was 10 days. It was 10 days.
10 days
of misery.
We were on. So we did the Triumph, and it was like the best cruise deal I've ever gotten. We got a 10-day cruise on the Triumph, in a balcony, and this was pre-travel agent days, for $550 per person in a balcony.
Unbelievable.
For 10 days. We left from San Juan and ended in Galveston. We did like St. Martin, St. Thomas, Grand Cayman, Jamaica. I mean, it went to like, it hit all these islands. It was a crazy, awesome cruise as far as the ports go. The people on there, I don't know what the heck was in the water, but it was the most rudest.
They were so hard to deal with.
And
it wasn't the staff, it was the crowd, the people.
And that's what I was talking about before. And racist people I've ever
the most racist
been with in my life. I mean,
it was blatantly racist. Like, I'm talking about closing the elevator door on us racist. I'm talking about clench your purse when I come on the elevator racist.
And I'll say this, and what it was majority of the people on that ship lived in Texas. When the ship got off, most of the people were from Texas area.
But it was I think we were on a ship with, it had to be in a private group. So it was some type of theme cruise going on with me and Mr. Traveler. We was like, we just want to deal, we just want to cruise. And it was a group, it seemed like it was a group of people on there, and we felt like outsiders. We actually was treated the worst we have ever been treated on a cruise, and we've been on 50 cruises. That was the worst.
I mean, it was to the point, so
it was the worst.
At some point, I finally started acting up. You know, like
when Mr. Traveler get frustrated, the monkey come out, and I can't put it back.
You know, like we would get on the elevator. This is like we would get on the elevator, and I'm friendly. I get on the elevator.
He'll say, "Good morning,
good morning, everybody," and they just look at you like,
"Did you hear anything?" One person said, "Did you hear that?" And we was like,
so I just look them dead in their face and go, "Yep, yep." So I mean, and I was really acting up after a while, but it was just
it wasn't just Texas acting like that. It was the group that was on there. You know,
yeah,
they were.
You're right.
It was a party group, and they wasn't with us right here. They wasn't. They let us know it, but we did have some good times on there. We still made the best of it. You can see the video on it. We do pros and cons all the time. So if you want to see the pros and cons video on the Triumph, go watch it.
Ventures of David Aaron said, do we feel the different times of year that you cruise have different experiences with people, interaction, behaviors, rudeness? Yeah, I think you just have to always kind of be leery. To me, is spring break time.
Spring break and winter.
You know, this
two seasons you have to really be careful cruising, because winter, the snowbirds are really on a vacation and they don't want to be bothered. So it's a quiet cruise. But spring break is polar opposite. It's totally opposite of winter. Winter quiet, spring break off the hook. You don't get sleep on spring break cruises. Comment below and let me know if you ever been on a spring break cruise down below. Some people like to party like that. Some people like to party. Me and Mr. Traveler, we go to sleep.
That's not a complete.
We do party. We take one day, maybe 2 days.
Listen, that's why we do. And listen, that's why we do different cruises. You'll see us sometimes. We'll do Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and we'll be like, oh man, we need our Carnival fix because we're ready to party.
Because the world is so quiet sometimes.
So we'll get a Carnival, get our party on, and we're like, all right, that was cool. Back to Royal Caribbean.
Back to Royal.
So anyway, Don Logan wants to know, how long have we worked in travel? I think I did the Cruises Inc. thing back in 2015.
2015 was him, and I just jumped on board.
Was it 2014?
When we bought the franchise 2 years ago.
It was I think it was 2014 going into 2015, somewhere around there. So it's been about 6 years. Yeah, it's been about 6 years.
Yep.
Before that, I was doing all the travel planning for the family. So that was kind of a built-in thing.
Yep.
Mimi wants to know, I would love to know when y'all going to do that marriage video.
Oh my God, I forgot about it. Okay, we have to get on the marriage video.
Let me put the star over here.
Let's do it next week.
Okay.
If we got time, yeah. We need to do it. Comment below and let us know if you want to hear about a marriage video, or, you know, I think our marriage is pretty lit. We fire over here. We do a lot, you know. And it take a lot of work to stay married. It's like another job, but as long as you married the right person, you will be good. Love is love. Love gonna carry you through, but we could do a video on that.
So this is one for each one of us individually. Okay. Ken Johnson wants to know, what's your favorite ship and what's your favorite destination and why? Go.
everybody know that. This everybody that's listed down here, where we at? All these people know my favorite ship is Norwegian Escape. That's my favorite ship, and it almost was the Symphony Royal, but it was just it wasn't. I didn't feel the food wasn't classy enough for me. But Norwegian Escape every single day.
Destination?
My favorite destination is 2 destinations.
One.
I can't pick one. Hawaii and Alaska. I can't pick which one. But my favorite destination in the world is the Exumas. I want to live there.
Why? So why?
Why? Have you been to the Exumas? Have you been to? Okay, the Exumas are. Somebody said, "What is the Exumas?" The Exumas are past the Bahamas, and it's the most prettiest water you ever seen.
That's
you
true.
can see it from space.
It's
And
true.
it is the most. I love to swim in water that you can see the bottom. If it's murky, it makes me nervous. I can't see what's going on. But the Exumas is the most beautiful place you ever want to go to, and that's where all the private islands are located.
Ken John. Oh, I'm sorry. I already said his name. Now it's my turn.
Okay.
My favorite ship. Everybody at the same time. Symphony of the Seas. Oh, I love
Oasis class.
I love the Symphony of the Seas and the Oasis class ships. They're large. They are in charge. There's so much to do. The food is great. There's so many activities. They got lots of pools. They got floor riders. They got rock climbing walls. They got good entertainment. I love the cabins. It's awesome.
Okay, and on the Norwegian Escape, just like Autobot Diva said, you actually escape. You really do escape.
You had your turn around.
They treat you like royalty on that ship. I really like. Some people didn't like it. Okay, some people didn't like it, but I liked it.
My favorite destination is Hawaii. Specifically,
His aunt lived there.
Specifically, I love the island of Kauai when we went there.
Yes.
It's called the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, and it is absolutely amazing. If you go there, you must do the helicopter tour there.
You have to.
It's breathtaking. The
Jurassic Park.
The waterfall from Jurassic Park is there,
Beautiful.
from Fantasy Island.
It's beautiful.
It's
volcanoes
breathtaking.
at night.
It's
They turn
breathtaking.
the lights off on the ship, and you ride past the volcanoes, and you can see them erupting at night. And they do a whole story on the ship.
The water is beautiful. The creatures there, the people are so friendly. The weather is just like absolutely perfect.
I forgot Cruise Type JT used to live there.
Yep. Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah, I don't know why he came back. it's paradise.
I'm
really
sure it's
is.
probably a little expensive too.
If you can't do a bucket list trip, go to Hawaii and go to Alaska. 2 places you have to do in your
Come with
lifetime.
us on the group cruise to Hawaii.
We'll be there next
We
year.
are gonna have so much fun.
We are. It's actually next year is coming up.
Yep. Monty French want to say, are you guys thinking of a 2021 cruise, or do you think taking flights are better? I'm thinking of many 2021 cruises.
We're trying to do like 10. We're trying to get it in next year, okay? We got a super jet.
John Hamilton.
Is that Brooklyn?
Is that Brooklyn? I wish I had a Biggie Smalls button here.
Brooklyn in the house.
Brooklyn in the house. John Hamilton, he was on our New Year's Eve group
That's
cruise
my other brother from another mother.
last year, and we had a fabulous time. Good to see you, sir.
He got a hidden talent. He can dance, okay? Don't let him fool you. John Hamilton has just super chatted us. He was on the dance floor the entire time when we was on the group cruise.
Yeah, we had a good time. Good to see you, sir.
Yes.
So yes, we are thinking of many 21 cruises for sure. We have the Mardi Gras booked. We have the Hawaii cruise booked.
Yep.
And we're gonna slip at least a couple more in there.
Yes, we got a lot to do, but we're gonna make sure we keep you updated. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button because we are the most best YouTube channel on YouTube.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Whew, this is a lot of questions. I love it. Unique Sherman.
Hi, Unique.
She has a group with us with her family.
How you doing?
She said, which
I need
cruise
some water.
is
There
your
you go.
favorite from each port? Galveston, New Orleans, Miami, etc. Okay, so I'm going to try to run this down a little bit. We have not been on a cruise out of Galveston. We went
We
from
have
our
been
cruise
on a cruise out of
to Galveston. So, I don't know. I think you guys are getting the Oasis class ship over there sometime soon, so that'd be good. you know, for us, we live in Florida, so we're kind of prejudiced to the Florida ports because we don't have to do nothing but drive.
Yeah, we just drive about a half hour and boom, we on a ship.
That's a difficult question. I mean, it's just, what is my favorite cruise from each port? It's
hard to say. We love them all.
We pick cruises for different reasons every time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's the new ship. Sometimes it's a older ship that we haven't been on. Sometimes it's the destination that we want to try to go to.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just the length of the cruise.
Sometimes Mr. Traveler worked too much, so I have to pull him on a ship to make him sit down.
Sometimes it's the bargains that are on there.
Yes.
So, you know, for us, we cruise probably for different reasons than a lot of other people. So it's kind of hard for me to truthfully answer that question. Thank you, Dwayne Marshall, for that super chat.
Marshall. Thank you so much. We appreciate each and every, as my mama would say, red copper, because it go towards our channel and it go towards our equipment, so we can become better filmers for you all. Thank you so much. We appreciate it, Dwayne.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you. He said, hi guys, new to your channel, love it. Thank you.
Oh, welcome to the family, Dwayne.
Thank you.
Glad to have you. And anybody out there who hasn't already done so, go to join our Mr. Traveler Cruise Lovers group.
Mr. Traveler Cruise Lovers group on Facebook.
We share information, pictures, have fun, ask questions.
And if your kids love gaming, make sure they go follow my nephew, I Bleed War. He is a video game creator, and I push his channel because he could be doing a whole lot of other things, but he decided to be a good guy and do YouTube. I mean, he does Facebook, so he does that. It's a whole lot of things that he could be doing in Detroit, so let's go give him some support. Thank you.
Yeah, so unique. It's very hard for me to answer. I think when we were like in Michigan coming down, it was probably a little bit different, the reasons why we would cruise, but now it's different reasons each time. So I'm sorry I couldn't answer that a little more specifically. I feel like I kind of shortchanged you, but I can't really answer that one very well.
The best you can.
Carrie Lou McVeigh says,
Hi, Carrie Lou.
Hey, Carrie, what YouTube channels do you have, and what other Facebook pages do you have? Make sure I'm on everything.
Okay. We have a lot of social media handles. We are on Facebook. Mr. Traveler have his own page, Mr. Traveler. We also on Facebook, Mr. Traveler Cruise Lovers, where we take this conversation and go right on over there and finish it up sometimes if we can. I am ElleKosGlam. I'm on YouTube. I'm on 2 channels. I'm on here and Mr. Traveler. And if you can see Cruise Talk, he actually moderates and helps us out a lot. He is one of our associates. Don't sleep on Cruise Talk, okay? Say hi to Cruise Talk down below, JT, because he works hard to keep these trolls off. It's hard work, and I'm so glad they didn't show up today.
Yes.
I'm so glad we didn't get the trolls today, because we usually do. We get trolled all the time, but we used to it.
We're not the only ones. I've seen a lot of people having a problem with that lately.
Yeah, a lot of them, they just bored, I guess.
I watched this guy that does Flight Simulator, and he has problems with him too. I'm like, a flight simulator? Why you whatever. People
Make sure you say hi to JT down below, because he worked hard, and he, just like you, this is not his full-time gig. He actually has a job that he has to do, so he stopped his day, and I want to thank him so much for helping us out. We really, really appreciate him. I could see our company going far with him. Thank you. We couldn't do it without him.
Absolutely. So that was all the questions that we got. So
does JT have a new Facebook? Does JT have a Facebook? Is he on Facebook, right? Cruise Talk?
Yeah. I'm sure he is. He can put it down there. I can't think off the top of my head.
If Cruise Talk, if you can hear us, could you go ahead and put your contact information down at the bottom so they can go ahead and check you out? And if you call us, JT takes care of all of our Carnival. So you may get JT when you talk to him. He does all our Carnival, and he is a go-getter. He will help you out, and we appreciate each and every call that he takes care of for us. Thank you so much.
All right, so let's see. Somebody asked, Lindsay asked,
Hi, Savinia.
What do you think about Aruba? I love Aruba.
We love Aruba. Aruba has one side desert and one side ocean. It's beautiful there. It's known for diving, right?
Yeah, good diving. I mean, it's Aruba is one of those places you can go to outside of a cruise. So if you want to think about a land trip while we're waiting on cruising, Aruba is one of those places that you could go to.
Yeah.
If our cruise gets canceled again, we may do that.
Yes.
We'll be doing something.
We will. I want to just, while Mr. Traveler is looking through to answer some more questions, I want to quickly thank each and every one of you for stopping your Sunday. You could be doing anything else today, but you decided to stop your day and watch us and conversate with us. We are leaning on each other. We are having cruise withdrawals. Okay, we are doing a countdown to cruising, and we will be there soon. Before you know it, it'll be time for you to pack your bags and go to the port. And it's going to come really quick. So, ladies, go buy your swimsuits. Guys, get your swim gear together, whatever you need, because I think it's going to be time to go get that sunscreen really soon. We'll be back in the islands before you know it.
And I'm thinking about, so if I had to think about my favorite, island in the Caribbean, there's a couple.
Friendliest islands.
There's a couple that I really like that are offbeat. That if you get a chance to go to, I really highly recommend them. One of them is Dominica.
Dominica don't get enough talk about it. Dominica is very, very virgin.
Yeah, I call it the land that time forgot. It's literally, they still have people that live off the land big time there. They use the lemongrass to clean their dishes and stuff with, and it's just...
It smells like fragrance.
They have volcanic beaches, so you can go snorkeling and
St. Lucia's the same way.
It's called Champagne Bubbles, and they come up.
Thank you, Tree at 2006.
St.
Lucia.
I love St. Lucia too. The pitons. Yes. Those beautiful mountains that stick up.
We love Virgin Islands. We gearing more towards those lately.
Grenadine was beautiful with all the spices and everything that we got there.
Yep.
There's so many on those far windward islands out there. It's just so many beautiful, beautiful undiscovered islands.
It is.
St. Thomas is still my absolute favorite. I love St. Thomas.
Yeah.
Some of the most beautiful water out there, everywhere. So, but those, if you get a chance to go to those, really, really cool. Well, I think we can about pack it up. What do you think?
Thank you so much for watching. I think we all said we answered a lot of questions. Should we do a part 2? Should we do an Ask Us Anything again? Hopefully we answer everybody's question that I think we answered, and we spilled the tea on a lot of things and gave a lot of cruise tips and decided to open up and talk a little bit more about us. When you watch YouTube, you only really see 20% of our life. We actually do a whole lot of other things, so we've been trying to do more videos to show different things that we do and different ideas that you can take while we in this pandemic, which is hopefully almost over with. We want to make sure everybody stays safe. We are praying for the people who live in California, who are battling the fires over there. We are also praying for the people who still fighting the COVID disease. We are definitely praying for you and keeping you in our prayers. Hopefully we on the other side of this mountain. Thank you so much for watching.
I'll let you take this last let you take this last question. I'm gonna let you read this one here.
Okay.
From Monica.
Monica Smith said, I have a question. Which one of you do the cooking at home, and what's your favorite? I don't believe I've heard you talk about this ever. And Aries are great. Gave us a super chat.
Thank you for that super chat. Aries are great.
Thank you, Aries are great. Thank you.
One more. We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Booked on the Mardi Gras. Booked on the 6th. What's she saying?
Booked on the Mardi Gras.
Booked on the Mardi Gras with you guys, and can't wait. If it's going fast.
If this cruise doesn't happen, will you do a group destination trip? Yes, that's definitely something that we're thinking about.
Yes.
We'll keep you posted on that.
We are.
So you want to answer that question? Which one of you do the cooking, and what is your fave? I don't believe I heard you talk about this ever.
Okay, I can cook. My mother taught me how to cook before she went to heaven, bless her heart. But this is who does all the cooking. This is why I can't keep my shape. Mr. Traveler can cook, okay? And he cooks just about every day. He doesn't cook because I tell him to cook or I don't want to cook. He loves to cook, and his chili is just off the hook. My sister-in-law and my brother come just for his chili and beef ribs. So he does a lot of grilling and he does a lot of cooking, but he cooks for me a whole lot. And I'm very, very picky about what I eat. and sometimes he have to cook him a different meal than I eat. But I know I don't eat as much as he do because he's a man. But he does all the cooking. He can cook.
We actually, when we first started this
he got a lot of soul.
When we first started doing
yes.
this channel way back in the day, we actually had a cooking component with it. We put up a couple cooking videos. I think they still might be up there. I don't know.
This took off so much. We have to get back to cooking sometimes.
I thought about doing
he can cook.
Doing a cooking channel on here.
Yes,
we
can cook.
We may.
He can, and I appreciate him cooking for me. And I love seafood, so he makes my seafood boils. And sometimes we even go out to eat a lot, you know, to get him a break because he works so hard on his job. You know, this is not his full-time job, it's mine. So sometimes I take him to dinner because he cook all the time.
All right, everybody. So I thank y'all so much for the great questions.
Thank you so much.
I think we could probably maybe do a part 2 of this down the road. We'll post it on Facebook and do it. And I have to hold on to this to make sure we don't like repeat questions and stuff. And
a little tidbit about me, I have to coordinate a wedding very soon. I'm getting into wedding planning and coordinating, and I have a wedding coming up really soon that I have to coordinate. So I'm kind of nervous, but I'm excited and anxious as well. One of my cousins that's very close to me, she more than a cousin, she like my sister. She was on our group cruise. Her nickname is Squirt. She is getting married very soon, and she asked me to coordinate her wedding. So I will be working on that with Mr. Traveler help very, very soon.
Yep. And that's another thing we do too. We help people plan their.
We love weddings.
We help people plan their honeymoons and stuff.
If you get married, make sure you invite us because we'll bring a good gift.
And we actually have like honeymoon websites and stuff like that where people can gift wedding gifts to you in the form of helping you pay for your cruise or pay for excursions and things like that. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. Where we have a website where people actually donate to the site to help you go on your honeymoon, and we make sure you regulate it. So if you get married or thinking about getting married after all this COVID pandemic stuff, give us a call. We can help you out with that. We could do a full package of honeymoon and weddings. We get into some weddings. It's almost wedding season.
A lot of destination weddings places down here.
Absolutely. So this traveler will be doing some traveling, and I'm venturing out on a new business. Like, I don't have enough to do. And I appreciate each and every one of you who has supported our business and our channel. Get us to 30,000 subscribers. We almost there. We cannot wait till we get to 100,000 subscribers so we can get that plaque and put it behind us.
Like we're supposed to be there already. But
we're supposed to be there. We've been on YouTube for a long time. So thank you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you. And let me see, are there any other questions? Anything else we need to go over? Let me see here.
I think that's about it.
I think that's everything.
All right, everybody. So we will see you. We'll have a couple videos this week, and then we'll get back to you. I don't know if we'll be going live next Sunday night. We may. We'll keep you posted.
We will.
All right, everybody. So thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all the love. Thank you, everybody, with the super chats today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You know, everybody stay safe out there, and you know, let's hope these cruises get back here. No further cancellations thus far. So.
JT said, "What's for dinner?"
Oh, we had pizza.
I had salad.
Yep. All right, everybody. So thank you so much for watching. We love each and every one. We love you.
We are your family. If you see us in Florida and you coming down here to visit, you already know us. Look, hit us up. We can meet you at Disney Springs or meet you at the parks. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we cannot wait to cruise again. We'll be coming next week with some heavy topics. And just to spill the tea, one of the cruise lines is getting sued. We'll be coming with that video very soon to let you know what's going on with that. Can you believe it? Somebody suing the cruise lines? Oh, my God.
What a shock.
We're going to find out who it is next week.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching.
Life's short.
Have fun, guys.
See the world. And be safe. Wear your mask. Bye, everyone.